wait about a minute to go in. To everybody that's watching this, in the future, um, staying 10 toes is a real thing. That's also like saying I'm locked in, I'm focused, I'm grounded. And before I made this video or started the live, I was trying to figure out what I was gonna call it. Um, and 10 toes is going in 10 different directions. So we're gonna talk about it in this video. So to give some context, I wanted to use my journal to talk about some things that I learned in my dream last night. And uh, the title of this live is very much aligned with it. And I'm gonna start off with addressing the live first, the title of the live first, and then we're gonna get into the dreams, the key components from the dream I had. So 10 toes, 10 directions. You got your pinky toe, your ring toe, your middle toe, your index toe, and your big toe. You got above you, you have below you, you have to the left, to the right, forwards, backwards, and you also have these two wonderful areas of expression, which is our left and right sides of our brain. It's very interesting how like life happens, bro. Nothing is ever coincidental. Nothing is ever pointless. It's very cool. It's very like surreal. 2 days ago, I was coming home from work. My brother picked me up, as always, and I went on until I get a car. Car coming soon. However, on the way back, we saw a person in a vehicle. It was a red Honda Civic. Now, before we looked at this person in Honda Civic, I saw the same red Honda Civic pass by. Me and my brother sitting in a car about to make a left to go to Kroger. The person in that red Honda Civic looked just like our cousin. Then we get to the damn house. Our cousin is at the house. Today. I was thinking about getting some food. I didn't buy any. I figured let me be whole. Wait till I get home and cook something. I get home. No, on the way home, my brother was like, "Yo, I kind of want some tacos. I don't feel like spending money." And I was like, "I don't really either, but some food would be good." 30 seconds later, our stepfather calls us and he's like, "Hey, do y'all want some pizza?" It may not have been tacos, but the hey godly gamer, it may not have been tacos, but it still matched the energy of what we wanted, food. And I'm saying all this to say is that there is always something that life gives you. I'm doing good, my mans or gal. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but how are you doing? How are you doing today, godly gamer? How old are you, godly gamer? If you don't mind me asking. Interacting with the wonderful audience. It's really gonna be a time period where like there's gonna be a lot of people. 15. Where are you from? Are you in the States? Or are you 15 today, but from Georgia. Awesome, bro. That's great. That's powerful. I want you to know, Godly Gamer, that you are in. If America was a body, Atlanta, Georgia is the heart of the body. So you wait where your heart is, my brother. What's your zodiac sign? I'm just curious. Just came to mind. Like I'm asking for people for moderator. I don't know. You're a Gemini. That's interesting. Godly Gamer. Gemini, that's funny. Oh, well, I don't know anything about mods. I just come here and just speak my testimony to people. They hear it or they don't. It'll be here for them. If you want to stick around, that'll be awesome. Thank you for being here. All right. Think about what I was saying before I go into this dream stuff. Life is very interesting and it gives you exactly what you need if you don't really push too hard to try to get what you want to get. Like, yes, it does take action to make things happen, but not everything needs an action for manifestation to happen. You just have to be in the right space, in the right energy. Yeah, the whole shit shook. The right space and the right energy. So here are some key components from the dream I had yesterday. Anytime you see a color in your dreams, is to, number one, represent what it means. No, slow down. Anytime you see any color in a dream, ask yourself, what is that color attached to? And then once you figure out what is it attached to, it can give you insight upon which chakra point you need to work on, be comfortable in, or strengthen. And even heal. That's a better one. Heal for sure. Number two, being alone can have people come into your life, and these people can come in traumatic forms, and good traumatic experiences are a real thing. Like if you was to go to QT or something, or any gas station, and you end up finding a $10 bill on the floor, that's a good traumatic experience. You know what I'm saying? That's a good traumatic experience. Understand that sometimes that when you are alone, you may be faced to either gain an attachment to something that you enjoy doing, or you will end up gaining an attachment to things that you feel are instant gratification. So, for instance, I have an Xbox 360 in my closet. Have I played it in a while? Nah. And me not playing that allows me to tap into a larger form of gratitude and blessing, because I'm not using something that will make me feel good immediately. Playing the game just sounds fun. It's playing the game. But if I was to change that energy into something that's more beneficial for the future, it'd be a different story. Now in the future, when I do start to get more content going and I get a bigger following, I'm gonna eventually put time into streaming and, you know, playing games, but actually making finances off of it. So I'm getting paid to play video games. One of the YouTubers I used to grow up watching was Dashy XP, the most hilarious organic YouTuber of all time. Not gonna cap. Dashie is one of them ones. Number three, playing games for me is fun and games make me happy. And that's good. That's great. But now what if games was taken away from you? Would you still find a way to be happy? That's the real question. Because I could play games all day, but I just choose not to because I know that game is not gonna be it's not gonna be self-sustaining for the future. Exactly. So if you don't think so, godly gamer, maybe you should tap into more godly like things. Like life is a game itself. So you can make a game out of everything. Right now, if we like put it into context of a game, me doing this live, me having these frequencies played, me having this light on, all of these things are different ways of building my attributes of speaking. If this body is part of a video game and life is a simulation of a video game, me simply talking is building up my ability to speak. And on the flip side of that same coin, be able to embrace the uncomfortable. Because a lot of people don't just go on live and talk about things that is either on their mind or hearts and talk about things from their dream and then build off of that. You know what I'm saying? So if you can have a form of building from a certain point, building from kind of what's organic to you, it makes things a lot more easier. Yeah, but I play games a lot too for the depression though. And that's the thing. Depression comes from a lack of letting go of the past. And it could also be linked to a lack of pushing forward for the future. I used to be stressed out, which means I'm doing so much to try to get shit done, but I'm not actually putting my energy in the right places. When you're depressed, you put your energy in a place to avoid that depression. So what you should do is find ways to face that depression. If you can face something face first, head on, it makes things easier in the future when you go through the same problems in a different format. So I always encourage journaling as always a start, but another thing you can do is just speak about what's the problem. If you speak about what's the problem, like even if you just look yourself in the mirror, like I always have a mirror here when I'm creating videos and I'm making music. It gives me a form of like as if I'm talking to myself so I can fully express myself and receive what I'm trying to express to understand on a larger scale. When it comes to depression, it's not about doing things that makes you happy. It's doing things that makes you face the reality. You gotta face the fact, damn, I am depressed. Okay, how can I fix this? Step one, the origin. Then step two is after step one, you find the origin. Step two will be accountability. Be accountable to the fact that, okay, I am depressed. I figured out where the depression came from. Now I have to build from this. It's kind of like putting together a bed. After you have the bed frame, you have the sheet. After the sheet, then you put on the covers. Then you got the pillows. You got to build from the root. But before you build from the root, you have to cleanse the root. You have to clean the root. So number three, disappointing someone you love is like shooting yourself in the foot right after stabbing your thigh. That shit is damn. Disappointing someone you love is like shooting yourself in the foot and right after stabbing yourself in the thigh. Meaning, if you love someone, if you genuinely care for somebody, like if you don't care for yourself, don't love yourself for real, but you have genuine love and care for someone else, and you do wrong by them, and they have that disappointed look in their face, it makes you feel worse. It makes you feel like damn near it's hard to want to live. I've experienced it. And during these times of experiencing life, the greatest thing to do is to accept your pain rather than try to avoid your pain. Accepting your pain instead of avoiding your pain allows you to recognize what you can gain and what you can let go. For everyone that's here right now, please like the live, ask questions, comment anything. I'm always open to conversing. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, people disappoint someone they love because they're disappointing themselves unconsciously. They don't recognize it. Disappointing yourself is disappointing your ancestors, God, your angels, and your demons happy as hell because you keep fucking up and they keep fucking you up. And that's the shit that's even crazier. Number 4, the past, the astral world, the realms we don't see often. The realms we don't see often interacts with us with what we use on a daily basis. Also, even random moments in life as well. Synchronicity is a real thing. Synchronicities is such a real thing. Sorry about the light. Like, you could be thinking about, damn, I haven't seen my friend in a minute, and then your friend calls you in 5 minutes. You could be like, shit, I want to play the game, but I don't know, I'm kind of tired. You end up having a dream of you on the game. like for real, bro. Life is so unpredictable, especially when you are unpredictable. Even the fact that somebody named Godly Gamer came in this live, that to me lets me know, like, I am on a godlike status when it comes to understanding this game of life. Now, godlike status is not as high as we really can perceive it to be. It's high, but it ain't like the epitome of the highest. When I say godlike status, it's like, think of the pantheon of like Zeus, Sumerian gods, Egyptian gods. Like, they're pretty high in knowledge, but even them, they learned from something. They learned from something higher than them, and then the thing that's higher than them, they learn from something else. So it's crazy as fuck how there's so many layers to things, and we're limitless in understanding these factors. And I even had like a moment of just wow, because I'm 23, doing lots of forms of breaking down, unlocking, and speaking on certain things that break the social norm. Like, literally, it would break it because it's something that not a lot of people really talk about, and not a lot of people really break down on a spiritual level. Like, simply just spiritual, not political, not scientific. And I want to eventually learn the scientific side of things, but spiritual side of it, how it affects your inner world, that shit's crazy. So the past, the astral world, and the realms we don't see often, they interact with us with everything we use. Everything we use, everything that's around us, every single thing. We are everything, everywhere, and all at once. We are. We are, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The more you don't believe it, the more you get subconsciously controlled by it. the more conscious you are of it, the harder it is to understand it. But it makes it easier for you to grasp it, like perceive it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like for someone who's never dunked the ball before, it's gonna be hard for them to get themselves to a point to dunk if they never really trained to dunk. Compared to someone like, say, if the person who can't dunk can shoot threes all day, but the person who doesn't work on jumping and shoots threes and dribbles and stuff, but works on explosive workouts without even trying to do like jumping or dunking and stuff like that, and he's going up and dunking on people and stuff. That is a level of like, not only I would say DNA, of course, but also a sense of you did the minimal work to tap into the version of you that is doing it consistently. Like if I was a zookeeper and I like lions, if I do one thing with one lion every day, it'll be get to a point where I tap into a multi-dimensional version of me that is living out in the wild that fucking hangs with lions. And then I get closer with the lion I would at the zoo. Just simply because I'm doing one thing with one lion every day. And I could be like feeding him, bathing him, or something. I don't know. Just that factor itself is like mind blowing. Everything we use or interact with everything we interact with has a history behind it. Everything we use has a history behind it. The phone that you are watching me on right now, it has history behind it. It was never given to you to just sit with you. It was somewhere else. It was in a factory. Someone else had your phone. They sat in the store for some hours or days or whatever. And all of that. It had history before it got to you. The real question is, why is your phone the specific phone that got to you? That's the wild question. If you can understand or just take a moment to ask yourself that, you getting that simple answer opens up to the possibility of you tapping into a multi-dimensional version of you, or a, what's the word I'm looking for, or a explorative, more optimistic side of you. This history can be traumatic or exciting. The history y'all have for the things that y'all use on a daily, whether it's shoes, clothes, phone, tablet, TV, even the remote. You know how many people who have a TV remote and they either throw the remote or lost the remote? That remote remembers all of that shit. That remote is like, bro, this nigga left me in between the fucking couch again. I might just like roll over, and so this nigga can never see me. Like, certain things have history behind it because everything holds a memory. Everything in life is a vibration, is energy. And because it's energy and vibration, it holds a form of consciousness in some form, some way. And that consciousness is doing whatever you want it to do, as long as you can acknowledge the fact that you are in control of it. Like, for instance, this phone has its own consciousness, but I'm using my phone to handle whatever I needed to do. I'm not making my phone do things I don't want to do. I intended to get on this live. I intended to talk about the things I'm talking about, and I intended to express the importance on staying 10 toes. That's why I named the video it. And staying 10 toes is a well-known saying that represents like locked in, you grinded, shit like that. Kind of like you grounded too. But staying 10 toes is more of like a way of life. If you walking around with 8 or 9 toes, I don't think you really recognizing how beautiful it is to utilize all the steps or all the individualness that you have, or all the uniqueness that you have. That's the word. I said individualness. But yeah, you're powerful. You're every part of you has an importance. Every part of you is let's say an influential figure to the universe, and you can either be a influential piece to the universe, or you can be a piece that the universe uses it for its own purpose. There's one or two people in this world. There's people that either is going to yes so yes sir no sir, saying only answering through simple commands, or there's going to be people with multi complex, diverse ways of thinking and answering. There is no just one way of doing things. It's multiple ways of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Hey Melly, how are you? Melly, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Melly. Thank you for commenting, by the way. I appreciate it. I think number 6 is going to be next. This is going to be the last key from the Dream Journal. And then I'm going to do like a couple more minutes of breaking down what I'm talking about. And then that's about itty too squiddy akabitty. Itty too squiddy akabitty. I don't know what that is. If you are here, drop a comment. Don't be afraid to talk. I'm not no weirdo. I'm not no NPC. So if you want a real response, that's what I am here for. I'm from Chicago, however, I do not live there anymore. Where are you from? All right, while she's answering the question, I'm going to go into number 6. If something is missing, rather if you misplaced something, there's 3 possibilities of where that thing has gone or what has happened. Number 1, you didn't need it anyway. You didn't need it. There was no intention behind what you were about to really use. Number 2, you lost the memory of what it was. You losing the memory of something that you've placed means a lack of care. You didn't really care about it. You didn't put your focus into being in the present and accepting the fact that whatever you're using holds a certain level of what's the word I'm looking for? Holds a certain level of importance for what you need to do. And number 3, if you're missing something, it's somewhere else doing important things to come back to you. Nice to meet you. I'm from Puerto Rico, but I live in the USA. That's beautiful. I actually would love to go to Puerto Rico one day, and I will go to Puerto Rico. We shall meet up. Puerto Rico. What part of USA do you live in? I'm currently in Georgia. What part of USA do you live in? So boom, number 6. This, like, the last point is so like powerful to me because it just represents like how something so simple can be actually very complex. Like if something is missing, it is somewhere doing important things to come back to you. This is where I feel like detachment is power. You being able to detach yourselves from something that even if you had control of it, you could still let it go. You could still like, you know, not be so glued to it that you feel like it's going to be yours even after your life is over with. That makes it a superpower. It's kind of like, it's weird because big people, when they swim and they know how to swim, they float easily, they swim great. But when you are holding on to so much baggage, it makes things a whole lot harder for you to get into a new bag. We all have a bag of creativity. Melly said from Chicago, 3 hours from Michigan, 3 hours from Chicago, and that's lit. You near the Great Lake, one of the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan. Yeah, I haven't been to Chicago since 2018, and I actually plan on going back in the future. We're gonna see how things go within the next 2-3 months when it comes to posting this, not only YouTube stuff but also the music, the spiritual content, all that. Man, detachment is a superpower. That's tough. That's super tough. So once again, y'all, hold on, wait. What's up, Jeremy Dowdery? That's a very complex last name. It's unique, my boy. It's unique. Man, the power of journaling and writing out what's going on instead of trying to keep it on the side, it makes life a whole lot more interesting and more important, because it lets you put more things of importance around you, which then makes you want to handle more things that support you. I am 23. I may look younger, it's just a baby face. I don't care if you say I have a baby face, because I've accepted it for years now. I'm 23, Melly. How old are you? I can tell you at a higher age. Well, I can't really tell your picture, but something tells me late 20s, late 30s. Late 20s or late 30s, like that range. Like 29 to like 39 type shit. No disrespect though. You're probably beautiful as hell too. Alright. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Is there anything else? Hold up. We look man, but I'm 16. So you're 16? So I'm bringing a lot of younger people in here. Cool. Understood. I'm gonna start having people literally ask questions, like questions you get you some answers that you really need to hear. Not want to hear, but need to hear. So, like the title of this live, if you really want to stay 10 toes of your journey, you gotta understand this right quick. Staying 10 toes means being grounded. You have to be grounded physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and you should be able to walk amongst your inner child and walk amongst your ancestors. Your inner child is where your creativity dwells from, and your ancestors are the ones that is ensuring that your creativity can lead to not only your salvation, but their own salvation, because your ancestors live through you. Your great-great-great-grandma may be in your great cells. Do I know how to speak Spanish? No, but I've been always wanting to learn. I honestly thought about how much life would be different if I knew another language and practiced it for like a month straight. I would love to learn another language. I just don't have the patience to put in the time to do it. But if somebody in my life was to be like, hey, we're gonna learn Spanish today, I'm gonna be like, shit, let's learn some Spanish today. And this is the thing. I'm always open to learning something unique, something different. My thing is though, I'm not gonna always be the one to like take the first step, because I usually always am the one to take the first step. But when it comes to something as far as like learning a language, if I'm doing it by myself, no. But if I'm doing it with somebody and we're taking the time to lead each other during this process, yes. Now, other opportunities like stuff I already love doing, like music, basketball, dance, videography, photography, stuff like that, modeling. That's the one. For sure the one. Alright, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I am tired. It's 11:36. I'm gonna get an extra 35, 40 minutes of rest. I got to get up early. I'm going to ensure I get these videos posted and all of that. I appreciate y'all for watching and being part of my journey, because when I tell y'all, this is finna get, this is finna get very interesting. Things are finna get very interesting. If you've been in this live, what's up, my nigga? Karina Garcia. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I have to go. I need to take care of my son. You're 16 with a son? Hey, salute. Because I know that's hard. I had a meditation and thought I had 2 kids, and I was like, ain't no way. Now, I want kids for sure, but the fact that I was taking care of 2 kids in that meditation and there was no mother to be around, and then when I asked questions, it was like as if no mother was going to be around. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. For all the mothers out there, especially you, Melly, do not let go of growing with the man that had you get pregnant. Grow with him. You're only 16 and pregnant. Well, 16 with children. That means you probably had a child. You probably had that child when you was 15, maybe or maybe not, but you were pregnant when you were 15? But one is coming on the way anyway. Oh, so y'all just, alright. Alright. Oh shit. Like I said, for everyone that's watching this right now in this moment, and whoever's in the future watching this, I want you to know, whoever you decide to bear children with, whoever you decide to be in a relationship with, whether it's platonic or romantic, grow together. Because when you grow together, you are going to flow together and build something greater together. I cannot do everything that I'm doing right now if I didn't have people around me that kept me feeling together, even if it's challenging my own togetherness. I didn't get pregnant because I wanted to. I had problems and I got pregnant. Ha. That sounds like I'm gonna put a baby in you so you can sit your ass down. Oh, that's not funny, but it's funny only because I'm tired. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Life is very interesting. Well, Melly, thank you for sharing your life, your moment, this sharing your experience in life at this moment. I appreciate you. Thank you, Karina, for saying hi. Thank you, Godly Gamer, for being part of the live in the beginning. And yeah, even though the viewing is small, it's still appreciative, because 1 is better than 0. Even though a lot of things are built from 0. But we're not gonna get into that conversation. I should go live and talk about the science of numbers for real, because that shit, woo, for real, for real. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this experience. If you want to follow any of my any of my social medias, it'll be in my regular YouTube videos. If you was to click my emblem and then go to my videos and click a video, I did drop a vlog literally not too long ago. You can go to the description and go to my links tree, and it has everything that you need. Okay? Thank you for watching. Thank you for experiencing this moment together. I'm about to get some rest. Yeah, I love y'all. Peace.